We're back, baby. It's the Daily Stripe, March 2nd, Thursday, 2023. March Madness around the corner. We're going to spend a lot of time on that, I'm sure. Baseball, though, is starting. Very exciting time. We all love baseball. Our team, Nick's team, is really in contention for the World Series this year. Tass, your team is looking up for the first time since you probably were in World Series contention. And my Red Sox, I am trying to talk myself into this being a potentially promising season, but I don't think it.
You were sitting there the other day saying, I don't want to do it to myself. I don't want to do it. I'm like, do what? Convince myself that the Red Sox have a okay roster this year?
He did that this morning.
I did that this morning. I was like, because here's what I have convinced myself. I have convinced myself that we will be a player in the Ohtani race if there is one. I have convinced myself that we will be involved.
Sure. Yeah.
With the prospects.
I'm sure everyone will.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Thanks.
When you're talking about the prospects, you're saying that you're going to be a player in the trade deadline?
For him.
Like race?
Specifically.
Right. So, like, are you saying that they're going to make a play in free agency or that they're going to do a trade by the deadline or both?
I think the team that trades for him at the deadline, you don't trade for him unless you know he's going to sign there.
I don't know if that's true. Because if you're a team, look, this is something that has been known for a long time about Ohtani is that he prefers West Coast teams over East Coast teams. So if you're an East Coast team, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit.
1,000%. But I think my Windhorse moment here, two of the bigger signings that went under the radar, in my opinion, this offseason, we bring in Yoshida.
Yep.
And the Mets bring in Senga.
Right.
So I think that helps a little bit. I'm not saying it's everything and anything, but I think those, yes, they're good baseball players. You want to take the flyer, but bringing some of his countrymen in, I think helps a little bit in the allure to the East Coast. Because I'm with you.
We have Darvish.
We have to compete.
Yeah.
We have to compete with the West. We're already batting behind with the West Coast, and y'all have Darvish, which I don't think is small peanuts. I think it matters. So I think getting some of his fellow countrymen into the mix helps the East Coast teams.
He grew up, watching Darvish and modeling his game after him as well.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's going to be the only savings grace is like how many guys can the Padres all of a sudden. I was talking to your co-host yesterday on the phone, Borna, and I was like, if I told you 10 years ago that you'd have a player of Manny's caliber, a player of Soto's caliber, and a player of Tatis Jr.'s caliber, and you'd be able to pay all three, what would you say? You'd be like, yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if he'd be able to come up with an answer because he was 12 years old then.
12 years, I'm sure he was, knowing him now, I'm sure he was a pretty smart 12-year-old. Okay, so
I do think, can I just say a couple of things?
Say as much as you want.
I think, one, Nick, you are absolutely right. Everyone will be in contention to try and go out.
Someone's going to try. Yeah, everyone's going to make their best offer.
It's going to be eventually there will be a short list where we find out who the real viable options are. And I don't feel, my gut check is that the Red Sox are not going to be on that list right now. I have no idea. I mean, once we get closer, we can see. I think there's also just a chance that the team is not, acquiring the right players and moving around the right pieces in the way that some of the other teams that are true contenders are. And, like these GMs, ownership groups, like, there is a skill to that. Certain guys are better at it than others. And is it just a possibility that the Red Sox are on the decline and will be for the next 5 years? Like,
I don't think it's a possibility. I think it's pretty much considering with 5 years ago we won the World Series and we have no players like pretty much left from the roster. Yeah, it's a
good thing the Celtics exist. That's what I'll say for all Boston sports fans right now.
And for those who are like, I can't attach myself to the Bruins, but for those who like hockey, the Bruins, it's been borderline disaster. But I think that we can be better than I anticipate, which would lead us to potentially being in
you
that
did
market.
Round out you were like, I think I'm buying into this team, but then you did say, you're like, I kind of like all these different pieces. We couldn't really determine who the ace was going to be. We have some potential guys that, are young and have shown some talent, but you did say you don't think that they're going to, you said it's a lock they're not going to win the division though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, there's no way.
No way in hell. There's
three teams in that division that are way better than you.
For sure.
Maybe four.
We'll see.
I just wanted to give you some credit that you're not smoking the J chicken cutlet crack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's play a game. Let's do it. We did it yesterday. Tass, you gave me your top 10 duos in the NBA. That was a fun list. And tough. I mean, you would stay Steph and Clay were an omission. We're going to play a little MLB Jam, knockoff NBA Jam style. You get a pitcher and you get a hitter per team. Now, there could be some teams really over there that want multiple players in, so that could have to be a discussion.
Wait, hold up. One
Yeah.
second. Just give me 1 second.
No, you could take.
Whoa!
Wow! Who's wow? David Blaine over here. What a magical reveal. Okay,
if there was an MLB Jam and the way that it was played was like just a pitcher, but the pitcher could move around, like when the hitters hit, the pitcher had the ability to like track balls in the outfield, like rob home runs, like move all over the field. That would be really interesting.
it would be. It'd probably have to be more of a home run derby style, where like you strike him out, like you get 3 at bats per inning. How many home runs can you get? Like I would imagine, because you can't field, you know.
But maybe you kind of can, because like what if they hit it like a single into the outfield, but your pitcher is like super, super fast, so you can just like sprint,
like
go get the ball. And they always are trying to run all the way around the bases.
Yep.
So it's more of like you just whip it to second.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
like
the
that-
best,
that
the best
old,
knockoff baseball game, and maybe we could
Like
do,
Slugfest.
That old Clayton Kershaw commercial where
Yeah.
Yes.
they take him deep and he's like running.
And then he gets
Yeah.
doesn't he get in the car?
I think it's like a Castrol commercial, right?
Yeah, he
Was
gets, like,
it?
it was the car.
It was some sort of it was
He
either
like hops in a
car
car to like go track it down.
Right.
He gets into
and then he catches
a
it. Yeah.
vehicle for sure.
I think it's such a stupid commercial because someone took him deep, like really deep. Like Clayton Kershaw left one in the zone and someone
That's
mashed
yeah.
it.
I don't
But
get-
before we get into the MLB Jam picks, if a guy catches it and then flips over the,
out.
I know it is an out. Do you guys think it should be an out though?
Yeah, it's an out.
yeah,
Caught it.
he caught it.
If his arm goes over the wall, he catches it, robs the home run. It's over the wall. It's an out. Robs him. Like a Torrey Hunter caught that ball and fell over
And
the
flips over.
and the
Like if a guy
policeman
dives,
doesn't
if a
help
guy
him.
dives into the stands, like it's not a foul ball, it's an out. So
Yeah. I think it's a little different than the stands for a foul ball though, because one is a measurement of distance that determines a home run.
yeah, but the guy also caught it. Like that's like the point of robbing a home run, you know?
Yeah. But you could also, my argument there is like, there's the line, right? And if it goes above the line, it's a home run. If it goes below the
What
line,
line?
then what line? Yeah, to play
On
us
the
out.
line.
But if it goes below the line, then it's in play. So there are times when balls hit above the line at certain ballparks and it's a home run, even though the ball bounces back in. It's just an interesting
That's
thing.
true.
So
that is true. Yeah, that's a good point we could ponder. I think the best knockoff like MLB game is backyard baseball for me still. So maybe we can play with that.
I think Slugfest is.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
Slugfest was wild. But MLB Jam, kind of similar to your shirt, but we're going to do pitcher, hitter. Let's get a top 10. Maybe we could find the order another time, but at least now let's get a top 10 in the league. We could start eliminating teams. So we'll start in the AL East. I'm assuming the Red Sox and the Orioles are a no-go.
Sure.
Yankees have Cole and Judge.
Yep.
Blue Jays have Vlad and Gosman. Or Manoah, I would say, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Rays have Wander, Franco, and McClanahan. Are we going to throw them in there, or do you think they'll not?
No.
Okay. We'll bounce them out of the top 10.
Doesn't sniff it.
Okay. They get Royals, no
No.
dice.
Nope.
Tigers,
Nope.
No.
no dice. Twins,
No.
no dice. White Sox,
No.
okay. Guardians, Bieber and Ramirez.
Yes.
Okay. So now we
That's three.
That's 3. Valdez and Jordan, the Astros.
Yeah, we can
We'll
consider
throw them in the mix to be considered.
Right.
Mariners. Who are we going? Castillo or Robbie Ray?
That's tough.
That's tough, right? Because you have to pick.
I think I'll go Castillo because
And Julio
and Julio Rodriguez
to be considered. Okay. Angels, Otani and Trout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh.
Rangers, DeGrom and
DeGrom.
Seager.
Yep.
Okay, so from the AL, just to recap
That's
right
seven.
now.
That's 7.
You were counting? Okay, so Jays, Yanks,
So we're gonna knock it down to 10.
Guardians, Stros, Mers,
Mariners and Rangers.
Gels, and the Jers. Okay, so 7. We're gonna
Can
knock
I-
it down.
Just in the AL.
Can I just say though, also like, isn't Otani?
Both.
Isn't he by himself one as well?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but I think you take Trout the hitter.
All right, we're taking one per team. We're forcing ourselves
I would
to take one
Trout
per team.
the hitter over Otani the hitter.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Braves, Fried and Acuna has to be considered at least.
Yep.
Who do you go with the Mets on both sides? Do you go Lindor or Alonso?
I would go Lindor or Scherzer.
I'm Scherzer, Alonso. I could also be swung into Verlander, Alonso.
I think I'm Verlander, Alonso.
That's tough.
So we'll go with 2 Scherzers. We'll go with yours because you were in the middle. We'll go with Scherzer and Alonso.
Okay.
But that's a tough one. That might be. Is that the toughest one?
On one team?
On one team?
Well, we'll get to the West, but
Okay.
Okay.
Nats, no one.
Nats, no one. Marlins, shout out Contra, but nobody. They're not going to be considered. Phillies,
Harper and
Wheeler.
or Turner, but I would say Harper.
Okay.
And probably Wheeler. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Cardinals,
I forgot they have Turner.
They don't really have a pitcher.
they don't have a gun.
They've got Arenado, they've got Goldschmidt, but not a
No.
pitcher.
Brewers, it's like the opposite.
Burns and Yelich, but
No,
Yelich of
like,
old.
maybe not,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
not
Right.
Cubs. No, Pirates, Reds. Okay, Dodgers. Who do you go for the Dodgers? Who do you go for in every?
So
Who's your pitcher?
Urias, because I think that's their best pitcher, or Bueller,
Bueller.
when he's healthy.
No, Urias. I'll go with
I think Urias
yeah.
though, and then it's between Freeman and Betts, but I think I'm going Betts.
I'm gonna ride with you. I'll do bets as well.
I mean,
We know what you're
5-tool
gonna do.
player.
You know what I'm. You
Yeah.
know what I'm doing. Rockies. No. Zach Allen's a nice pitcher, but no for the Diamondbacks.
They don't really have a superstar hitter.
Not yet. No. Drew Jones, Corbin Carroll, maybe someday, but not yet.
Giants, no.
They have now. And then y'all. Okay, so let's do it.
All right,
what
so
are you doing?
It's got to be Machado right now. I feel like it's got to be Machado, just consistency wise, like
Talk to me about it.
Soto,
Talk it through.
Soto had a down year, although he right now is projected to be the player with the most WAR and the highest OPS in baseball, and has the best odds for MVP. And then you also have Tatis, who
I'm down to eliminate Tatis.
He's eliminated.
just because he hasn't played since 2021, and he's missing the first 20 games of the season.
Mhm.
Let's take him out of the mix, but definitely up there. It's between Soto and Machado.
so
Who's your
So
pitcher?
you got to.
I got to roll with Machado. I think pitcher, you Darvish.
Okay. Darvish,
Machado.
Machado. Okay, I'm working through my list right now. So
You think that's a good? You think that's good?
I think
Yeah.
it's. I mean, yes, it's amazing, but like it's similar. I think you guys are similar. Not
You get. I love Darvish, and he started with the Jers, so I always like him. But you get docked a couple of points in comparison to some of the
Pitchers out there.
pitchers
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like
to be
Wheeler's in
honest,
there.
like you may have a tough
Fried
time.
is in there. Come on, like
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but I
they're-
would say like recency bias. I'm gonna still give
I like
Wheeler the
Fried more
nod
than I
over
like Darvish. I think we're on the same level. I do.
you could throw Musgrove in there.
Nah.
You saying Fried and Darvish? You like
Darvish.
at like the same level?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would take Wheeler over both those guys
Yeah. I probably,
based off what he did last year in the postseason. Like, how can you not?
I mean,
Okay,
if we're talking
let's-
postseason, then Joe Musgrove.
Can we start
Darvish is great in
eliminating
postseason too,
Yeah, but the Phillies. I do that serious.
Phillies are not the Phillies
because
I-
our pitchers who weren't you Darvish and Joe Musgrove
Wheeler
got them there.
Wheeler pitched really well.
Well, I
against
think if
them.
it was just hitters, I think you would probably have Soto and Machado, and that's
Or Tatis.
yeah. Well, and that's probably maybe your best shake.
I don't know. Is it crazy if I would pick for y'all? Like, I don't even know if
Can we do?
if
Can we do
Tatis
two
is your-
hitters, one pitcher?
I
instead?
mean that no. I mean then you get it only helps you maybe in the future when we revisit this game because we always
Are we
revisit
sure
these
that
games.
Tatis is y'all's third batter? If we were to keep going down,
I mean, Bogarts
is the guy that's been
is-
available and
he's
playing.
definitely-
Like,
yeah, I mean, he's the guy who
most underrated player?
he's led the league in average multiple times.
I had a shower thought about Xander Bogaerts, as one typically does. To me, his career reminds me of like Matt Holliday. Just such an awesome, awesome player that'll probably not make the Hall of Fame.
No, I think he'll make the Hall of Fame.
Bogaerts? I would love it.
wow,
Dude, he was so good for you guys.
a lot of
Two World
lot of
Series,
baseball
Silver
for him
Sluggers,
to still
a lot of
play.
baseball. Hey,
a
like
lot of
if he-
All Stars,
His glove is better than people
batting
anticipate.
titles.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's like only 30 years old, and he's got 11 years with the Padres.
yeah. So, okay, I think we're yeah, he does. Okay, let me see how many teams we're at right now. Yankees, Jays, Guardians, Astros, Angels, Rangers, Mariners. That's 7. Phillies, Mets, Braves, Dodgers, Padres. 12 teams. Did I miss anybody?
So we got to knock out 2?
2 teams. I could already throw out. I'm down to knock out the Mariners.
They're just, Julio's too young.
Just not there yet.
Yeah.
Who would you knock out next? I think I know. I have my pick.
But
I'd happily read the guys.
Yeah, read them back.
Judge Cole, Manoah Vlad, Bieber, Jose Ramirez, Jordan and Framber, Ohtani Trout, DeGrom Seager, Harper Wheeler, Alonso Scherzer, Acuna Fried, Betts Urias, Darvish Machado.
I think Acuna
Fried, yeah.
Acuna injury, Fried hasn't played long enough. So we're on 10 now.
Now we're at 10.
Okay.
Who's 1?
1's got to be Judge Cole or Ohtani Trout.
Who's your vote? We'll start with you.
I'm gonna go with Ohtani Trout.
That's tough because I think Cole's a better pitcher than Ohtani.
And I think Judge is a better hitter.
I'm going Judge Cole.
Cool.
1. And then 2, Ohtani Trout. Yeah?
Yep. I'll go Angels 2. Okay. 3, boys. Who's 3? Can I throw it out?
That like Aaron Judge is a better hitter so confidently.
I mean,
Than Mike Trout.
if we're talking about recency,
we're talking about like
not all time, but like right now, he's the best. He's the best hitter in baseball for sure.
Yeah, but we could also
You have a better shake it. You have a better shake at swaying me from Ohtani and Cole, for real.
Really?
Yeah, right now for sure.
I mean, Mike Trout could hit 330 this season and 45 home runs and like you.
To me, Trout's not even the top 3 hitter on this list.
Okay.
Because I really think Jordan's that good.
I mean,
he might be my 3.
He's a beast.
I think the 3's got to go to
Guardians.
No, I think it's got to go to the Mets.
Oh,
yeah.
Scherzer. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh, fine. I don't love it, but okay.
I mean, we could talk. We could talk about it.
Just Jordan's no. I think I think Alonso doesn't.
I don't think Valdez is at the level that Scherzer or Verlander are yet.
He basically was last year, though.
Kind of was, dude. I think as underrated as Alonso is as underrated as Framber is, in my opinion. Quality. How many quality starts he has?
Well, okay,
in
but
the year?
let's give.
But
agreed in the sense that like at a certain point, like yes, we have to take into account recency bias, but we also, when we don't have a massive sample size from these younger guys, like both these guys on the Astros,
right?
We kind of have to lean to the vet in Scherzer and give him the credibility that he is due.
I'll do that, but I could do Astros at 4. Or do you want us to continue to talk through guys?
No, we could do Astros at 4. I think that's fine. And then 5, you want to do Harper Wheeler.
What about the Rangers? What about the Dodgers?
I think the Rangers are lower.
That's serious? Or Harper Wheeler? What do you want? I think you could.
I think Harper Wheeler at 5.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
You mentioned the Indians. Not the Indians, the Guardians. Oh, no!
Dude, bleep that out.
No, I think that, to me, Jose Ramirez deserves his flowers.
Sure.
I'll say
But
Guardians.
he can buy himself flowers.
All right.
Okay, so we still have DeGrom, we have the Rangers, the Jays, the Dodgers, and the Pods.
You could do the Dodgers next, I think. Betts and Urias.
I would have the Jays at 10.
Yes. I agree.
I think it's Jays, Pods, Rangers.
I would
Dodgers.
flip that.
I'd do
Machado's way better than Seager.
DeGrom.
Yeah, but I mean,
World Series MVP.
how much did DeGrom
Seager.
play last year?
Corey Seager's a World Series MVP.
Yeah, with the Dodgers 4 years ago.
In what kind of
3
World
years
Series
ago.
was that?
A Mickey Mouse World Series.
Is it bubble?
No, we're not. It's a bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, but where did he do it? What park?
Rangers Park.
That's right.
Okay. I gotta pull.
I
gotta pull.
I can
Darvish up, I'm
concede,
sorry.
but I think it's quite close because
It's close.
It's DeGrom.
It's close, but you can't have me at 8. We're at 7.
Why though?
You just bumped ahead of the Dodgers,
Be
too?
realistic.
No. Dodgers are 6.
No, they were
No,
7.
wait. Yeah,
Y'all
Dodgers 7. We're
It's 8, 9, 10,
and then Rangers 9,
and the Jays at
and
10.
then Blue Jays 10.
Okay, I can live with that.
It's a good compromise there.
I mean,
Wasn't much of a compromise, but
No.
yes.
you're wearing the shirt.
You're wearing the shirt. We'll give it to you. You care. Okay. I can get behind this list. Yankees, Angels, Mets, Stros, Phillies. My final question. Where would Lindor and Verlander fall if the Mets had a second team?
They'd also be in the top 10.
For sure.
I don't know
Yes.
where. Probably like.
Would you rather have, here's my question. Would you rather have Harper and Wheeler or Verlander and Lindor?
That's tough.
Harper Wheeler.
Harper Wheeler still.
Bieber, Ramirez, Verlander, Lindor.
I think
Bieber Ramirez.
yes. I agree.
So they're probably in the Dodgers, Padres.
That's where you start getting into that conversation.
Okay. Well, very fun time.
Are they the only additional duo?
Yeah, because I don't think the Musgrove combo with Soto can get past Fried Acuna.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
think they're sniffing. They're sniffing.
They're right there knocking on the door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. All right, we'll see you guys next time. The Stripe. Hit your free throws because they're free. Fisher, Desopoulos, Snacks, Kreider.